Good morning, everyone. I'm P. Shira Subramaniam from FIPI PDEU Student Chapter. Welcome to the C2C podcast, where we bring insights from the industry professionals to help bridge the gap between campus and corporate life. Our guest for today is Miss Deepali Pradeep Kumar, a proud PDU alumni and currently holding a key role in India's energy sector. Once again, I, as the host and behalf of FIPI PDU, extend a warm welcome to you, ma'am, and to all the listeners tuning in. Today's conversation will revolve around her inspiring journey, evolution from campus to corporate, and her insights into the petroleum industry and leadership in energy. Let's begin, ma'am. Ma'am, the first question is, ma'am, can you walk us through your journey from campus to such a key role in India's energy sector?
Sure. I started my journey from PDEU, which was then PDPU, Pandit Deendayal Petroleum Energy University, Petroleum University. And I started it with BTech in Petroleum Engineering from the 2008 to 12 batch. After I completed my journey during the college days, wherein we had those industrial and summer internships that you too have these days, and all the days that you do that you are spending right now. After that, I had a campus placement and I got recruited at ONGC, our national oil company. So after this 12 years being in ONGC, I went through a lot of learning in reservoir simulation, in reservoir management, and trying to understand how field works, how pressure works, how energy works. So my experience has been in upstream sector all this time, and I have been very much into technical disciplines. Recently, I tried to shift my arena from technical to a bit other verticals like finance and strategy. And with that, I went for my pursuing my MBA from IIM Ahmedabad. So after 1 year old, a 1 year long course at IIM Ahmedabad and being with that amazing cohort, uh, now I'm working with the Mumbai High Asset uh, offshore development team, subsurface team, and my journey till now has been wonderful.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for walking us through your inspiring journey.
Mhm.
The next question is, what were some of the key turning points in your student's life that helped you to reach where you are today?
The key turning points, I would say the first was the kind of faculty that we have and the kind of subjects that we have that give you a big technical depth in all the subjects which are very much relevant in our industry as of now. Firstly, secondly, the kind of internships and the that our college provides, specifically the industrial internship, that gives you a good a dip into the office culture, how it works, and what all is important when you are at work. The third turning point in from the college perspective, I would say, is when there was this campus drive going on, and then people are getting recruited here and there. So my only point and my only message to my fellow PDUNs is that you need to have patience and have confidence on yourself that you will definitely reach somewhere and you will definitely do good. Be honest, keep making your efforts, and you will definitely reach.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, the next question is, during your time at PDU, what courses or projects had the most lasting impact on the technical and leadership skills?
Yeah, the technical subject, specifically the fluid flow in porous media. Then there was this TRF, thermodynamics. Then the reservoir management, integrated reset management, the one with the well log analysis. These are very important subjects. Specifically, I'm talking from the perspective of a reservoir engineer. These are very eminent subjects, which I'm privileged that being a petroleum engineer have helped me a lot in my work during my work. In the initial days when I was trying to understand how the rock and fluid dynamics work. Later on, not only these, there were certain subjects like petroleum management, there were subjects like reservoir management. There were other subjects like drilling, reservoir. These were all very helpful subjects. But nonetheless, I would also like to talk about the subjects that teach us the soft skills, not only the technical things, but the communication, the soft skills, the leadership, and how you should carry yourself being a PDVN. That is the most important. So workplace communication, then other such subjects, and I personally think that not only the subjects that we learn are the ones that we learn in the college. Your university is also teaching you through the interactions that you have with your faculties, with your with the peers, and these people also teach you in certain ways which are very important for your work journey or your career. I would also like to speak about the lab things, the lab sessions that we had. I still remember the geology sessions that we had in the lab with the all those 1 to 10 rock things, and then we try to polish the cores and trying to do make that drilling muds. So all those are very much integral in learning as and making a foundation as a reservoir engineer.
Thank you, ma'am. The next question is, in your opinion, how important are internships, competitions, or co-curricular involvement during the college for long-term success?
Uh, by the way, personally speaking, myself, I was not very much involved in co-curricular activities and the other fests at college. I was not directly associated, but indirectly, I tried to contribute as much as I can. But my personal say will be that these are very important because they inculcate leadership in you, they inculcate certain traits in you which help you improve on your communication, on your leadership skills, on your team management things, teamwork things, negotiations, how to deal with places at challenging situations. So these are very important. According to me, they are very important. At the same time, I would also like to suggest all the people involved in all the curricular activities or something that your foundation is going to be the first and basic thing that is going to support you in your career. So your studies, your your basic foundation, your basic technical know-how, the kind of study that or the kind of education that you are going there for, first you should focus on that, and then for all the time that you get from these things, that you have to inculcate in these things. Because I have seen people wherein they have been involved in a lot of these fairs and everything, and then at the end of the day you are saying, "Arey yaar, kal to exam hai." So it should not be like that. You should balance both of the things, because this particular practice is going to be carried at the time when you are in your career. And definitely life is all about that. Life is about your career, your kids, your family, then your other things. So this thing is definitely going to help you in your work also. Once you learn how to balance here, you will be balancing everywhere and you'll ace it.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your perspective. The next question is, how did your internship experience at Halliburton shape your early understanding of the upstream oil and gas industry?
My internship at Halliburton was an eye opener for me. Being it was a production enhancement division wherein I did my internship, and that was the first time I got an exposure from the industry, wherein I got involved with how they plan a hydrofrac job, and how they do their simulations, what all products they have, what are the kind of stimulation options that we have for a well. So definitely it was a game changer for me, and I got a lot of exposure. I tried to learn how people work in a team, how how actually work happens in office. It is not like आपने book पढ़ लिया and then you read it and you did it and it applied and it happened, because you get challenges when you apply certain things in the practical world. So yes, it helped me a lot understanding on the practicalities of this arena.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your experience. The next question is, you have worked your way up to becoming a reservoir manager. What are some of the challenges you tackle on a daily basis?
Oh yes, As a reservoir manager, I'm currently working with Mumbai High Asset. It is very challenging day to day because now when I was posted in Institute of Reservoir Studies, there it was about simulation and core studies and understanding the field. But now it is more on day to day operations. So when you are involved in day to day operations, the wells are landing, your reservoir is coming, you are seeing the pressures, you are trying to understand how your reservoir is. So in between the uncertainties, you are trying to make the decision. So yes, uh, these kind of things make you understand, make you understand or enable that how you need to take those technical decisions, and also understand you have your reservoir experience, and collaborate and communicate with the other disciplines like drilling, production, and trying to take a decision there. So to get oil from the well, this is where you have an hands-on experience here, and here it has helped me.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing the insights of the industry. Next question is, how did pursuing its studies at IIM Ahmedabad add value to your career in a high technical field like petroleum engineering?
At the verge of around a decade into simulation, reservoir simulation, I understood that I need to expand my horizon, broaden my perspective through trying to understand that how the business happens and how things move at a bigger picture at the higher level. So it is very important to make your technical decisions, or all the decisions or the technical insights that you are making, to also align with the kind of managerial decisions that are being taken at the higher levels. So I thought of taking up this course at IIM Ahmedabad, and it was an amazing experience. The cohort gave me an excellent learning, and so what I learned the best is that you need to have a very strong network. So this is my message to my fellow PDNs also, that while you are also working, you are making yourself stronger in the energy sector, or in whatever sector you are. Network is going to be a very strong thing that is going to play a role. The network is not only with your seniors or somebody in your sector. It can be in other sector, but you need to have people who can give you insights on things, and you can also help them at the same time. So I guess that learning from IIM Ahmedabad has played a vital role, and I'm really thankful for it. And for now, I cannot say, but probably in future you would see if it has helped me or not.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your learnings. The next question is, many students debate about developing technical depth versus business acumen. How have you balanced the two in your career?
Technical depth is first and foremost, as I said earlier. First thing is, anybody is going to ask you, you are a reservoir engineer, do you know this? Or might be somebody would ask that this is my pressure, this is my field, what do you think about this reservoir, what do you think about this field? So the first thing is that you need to have your basics clear. Second thing, after this you can think about the business perspective and the business thing or something like that, and think of things at global level or national level or international level. So my first is that technical acumen is first and foremost important. But then you also cannot close your eyes, shut your eyes on the business things and go ahead, because ultimately that is where the inflow comes from. So everything has to be balanced, and it has to be a balanced approach. Everything should turn into
Thank,
profit.
thank you, ma'am, for sharing that well balanced experience of yours. The next question is, what advice would you give to students, especially women, aspiring to take on leadership core in the core energy sectors like oil and gas industry?
My message to women will be that first of all, never think yourself to be less. Gender disparity is there, but I understand that you should never bring it in your mind. Even if you realize that it is somewhere, you need to fight for that. You need to put your point. You need to speak for yourself. You cannot, being women, it is At certain places it is challenging, but at certain places it also advantages you. It also be comes to your advantage. But you need to speak for yourself. You need to show that you have got something. And the third thing is never let anything come in way of yours. Whenever you feel that there is a barrier, something coming in front of you, something that is overwhelming to you, first of all is take help of somebody. You have people around. Women are very strong, and the strongest thing that they have is they will always have a strong network. They will always have a strong back of people. So you need to use your people first. You need to rely on them. You need to be with them. Second, whenever you feel overwhelming, try to introspect, try to understand what can be done the best to make the best. You don't have to be a perfectionist every time, but you just need to see how you will sail through. Third, whenever you feel this thing is out of my line, out of something that I cannot do, मुझसे नहीं हो पा रहा है, this is too much for me and it is very much overwhelming, just leave it. Just relax. Give it time, give it space, give it energy. It will work through. It will get sorted out. So my only point to women is always keep your backing strong, always believe on yourself. You can always do it. Whatever, in whatever sector, not only in energy sector, wherever you want to do it, just believe yourself. And don't take too much pressure. It is not going to help you. Or don't take too much stress, it is not going to help you. Just be easy, calm, and try to sail through. Everything comes out and finds a way in itself.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your inspiring words. It's very motivating for us. The last question which I would like to ask is, if you had the chance to give one message to every petroleum engineering student in India today, what would that be?
One message to every petroleum engineering student will be that don't limit yourself to be a petroleum engineer. Become an engineer or become a professional who can work in every arena. Number two is you need to hone your skills. World is very competitive. You need to be at par with the world. Try to learn AI, try to learn softwares, try to learn communication skills, try to make networks, try to learn leadership skills. Not at this level, but at later on. But then these things are certain points that will help you grow. Don't limit yourself to petroleum things. These days, our focus is at Vision 2050. We are trying to become more sustainable. We are trying to go towards green and cleaner energy. So try to also understand and keep yourself updated on the kind of renewable solutions that we are coming up with. So make yourself very much available for not only petroleum engineering areas but also for other sectors of energy such as solar, wind, and others, because these are also going to be game changer in a short while. Other than that, there is a new jump in something called CCUS. You must be knowing carbon capture, utilization, and storage. It is also coming up and it is booming up. So my only message to you is that try to become useful, try to become somebody who is deployable, try to stay humble, try to stay kind, try to be a constant learner, and make a strong network. That is going to help you the best in your life.
That's a wonderful note to end on, ma'am. Thank you so much, Ms. Dipali Pradeep Kumar, ma'am, for taking the time to join us today and for sharing your such an insightful journey. Once again, thank you, ma'am, and thank you all the listeners for tuning in.
Thank you. Thank you, Ashwarya. I would like to congratulate you all for all the efforts that your team has made and you have made to connect with me and other professionals here. All the best to you, to all the PDPUNs, and all the best.
Thank you so much, ma'am.